What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails into Reverie. Last time we hit a stopping point in our Rufus route for Act 3. Is it called Act? What are we calling it? Yeah, Act 3, Rufus route. We finally left Crossbell City after running into Ren and almost getting taken over by the curse. So the curse is now not just dependent on how strong-willed you are. If you are just in the vicinity and you watch Ilya's dance, you will be eventually overtaken by the curse. So even Rufus, Nadia, and Swin were being taken over until Ren decided to help them out by healing them. So that's where we're at now. So Ren decided to join the picnicking squad, as Nadia is calling it, to head over to Georg Rosenberg's studio to see if there's any more information they will be able to get. But we did hit a stopping point. We can't continue any further right now until we go back to the other routes. So we're going to be heading back to Reen and Lloyd's routes. We're going to specifically start with Reen's again, because we were just on Lloyd's for one. But also Rufus's route directly connected to Reen's. So I want to see where Reen and the others end up after parting with Rufus. Obviously, Rufus told them to search in Nord, so I assume that's where we're going to be heading when we head back to Reen's route. So let's get going. March 18th, Valflame Palace, former Chancellor's office. So this is the following day from when Rufus left. Thank you for giving us so much of your time today. I appreciate you helping us attend to the aftermath of recent events. Of course, we couldn't turn a blind eye after seeing it for ourselves. We feel investigating the coup d'etat further is our responsibility as much as anyone's. We've rounded up most of the people involved by now, though, haven't we? I believe you have. And with Princess Alphen and Elisa's assistance, we were able to look into suspicious relatives of fellow students as well. Okay. There are some suspects still at large, but it's only a matter of time before they're in custody. I'm pleased I was able to help. Our classmates seemed genuinely shocked to learn what their relatives were up to. Can't say I blame them. You'd think they could hold off on the crazy until things in Crossbell calm down. Or the timing's on point since the EDF showed up here too. I would assume they're linked, yes. I've been aware that some of the army were opposed to the ceasefire and subsequent downsizing of the military, but it's frustrating to not have seen the extent of their opposition coming until they've already made their move. You can't blame yourself for this, Representative. Besides, maybe this works out better. It gives you the chance to take out the obvious trash instead of sniffing it out for yourself. That's true. With so many of them confirmed to be in custody, we shouldn't have to worry about the capital for a while now. Plus, the information we got will make it easier for Dad and General Van Dyck to take action. We each have our burdens to bear here, so it's best to focus on what you can do as the current head of our nation. I'm sure Machias is doing what he can in Crossbell. Indeed, you've hit the nail on the head. I don't have time to dwell on past mistakes or what should have been or what I should have done with Crossbell as it is, and the prince and lady still missing. Alright, I think we covered all we can on the coup d'etat problem. Let's turn our focus to the other big issue we need to think about. Rufus. It's not possible for him to be both near the capital and running Crossbell at the same time. So then who did we see? You said you requested an investigation into that, right, Milliam? Yep. While we were taking care of the coup stuff, it should be about... Just the gal we need. What's the word, Claire?
国境付近の監視部隊によってようやく確認が取れました。帝都に C が現れた時刻、新総統がクロスベルを離れた事実はないそうです。
Then he wasn't lying. Yeah, there really are two Rufuses. But how is that possible? It isn't. It's preposterous even. Or so I would say had we not seen him in the flesh. He played us enough to be the real thing. He sure did. First he calls himself C and sets things up so we'd make our way to the capital. Then he gets us to take care of the coup for him while he gets away with whatever the EDF provided him. Or info. Using every means at his disposal has always been his way, and this was no exception. Then are we in agreement that the Rufus and Crossbell isn't the real one?
状況的には新総統の方がその可能性は高そうですが、いいえ、さすがに甘いかもしれませんね。
Wait, what? Hope that points that way. I doubt it. Oh. Wait, what? Why is it saying I doubt it? This doesn't make any sense. I doubt it since I'm inclined to agree. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know why he's saying I doubt it, but I'll just read it that way anyway. I doubt it since I'm inclined to agree. Rufus acting the way the Supreme Leader does after what he went through doesn't make much sense to me. You had to have an effect on him in some way at the Imperial Fortress, Eustace. I would like to believe that as well. Have you learned anything more about the three children accompanying him? We're still looking into them, I'm afraid. I know our side can't talk, but they were strong as hell for being kids. All I can confirm on my end is that no record of them exists in the Intelligence Division's database. Too underground for even the ID to pin down means it'll be extra tough for us. It's best to assume they and whoever was controlling the airship are hired help.
Eustace. 7組の職務。私の敗因は何だったと思う？
I didn't even think about this, but maybe part of Eustace is happy that he's finally relying on somebody else.
人に絆に頼らなかったからでしょう。
We won't be getting anywhere wondering what he's up to there. I propose we move on using the one lead he provided.
カレイジャス2の行方を知りたければノルド高原に行くといい。
Do you feel you can trust his word enough to warrant going to the Highland Treen? If anything else, I get the impression that he is actively against the Supreme Leader. There's likely some ulterior motive behind telling us that lead, but Eustace is right that we should use it, especially if there's any chance we can help Crossbell in the process. I'll respect your decision, of course, but... some of us will have to remain in the capital. The aftermath of the coup d'etat requires some attention before it can be considered resolved. I'll stick around for it. May as well see it through. It'd be good to hit up the entertainment district and Bracer Guild for info while I'm here too. Gaius is in the middle of an investigation of his own in Nord, I think. There should be enough people if you meet up with him and anyone else who's up east. Muse is also planning to travel from the branch campus to join him. But will that be enough under the circumstances?
ならば我々も同行しよう。
Well, well, well. Huh? Kurt
お
and...
疲れ様です、教官。アルティナにアッシュ、皆さんも。
Hi, Mueller.
話は聞いている。西部で調査をしている父に代わり、我々がノルドへの随伴を引き受けよう。及ばずながらよろしく頼む。
Mueller joining the group. Not playable, of course, unfortunately. Alright, we're jumping ahead to March 19th. Is this going to be arriving in Nord? The next morning, Muse arrived as planned from Leeds and reunited with the group. They then waited for the freight train, which Claire had arranged to take them to Nord to depart. So is it literally just the 4 of them right now? We're going to be transferring onto an RMP train partway through the trip. We should hopefully reach Zender Gate around noon. That'll be great, then we can start our investigation right away. Thank you all for coming to see us off. Oh, is Altina going to be helping out the Intelligence Division? I apologize for showing up so suddenly and creating all this disarray. Not at all, I was glad to have the opportunity to see you again. I'm sure my brother's disappearance must be weighing heavy on your heart too, Lieutenant Colonel. My worries pale in comparison to the heartache you must feel, Your Highness. Rest assured, I will do all I can to put you at ease as soon as possible. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. I'm counting on you too, Muse. Of course, I will take good care of our dear instructor in your and Elise's stead. Oh, but don't fret, I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my work. Is this really the time?
二人ともどうしたんだミュゼに来ると中佐まで来てくれた
いいえそちらではありませんアッシュさんにミリアムさんたちも昨日はあえて口にはしませんでしたが教官また自分だけ無理をしようとしていませんか多分地下道でのあの言葉のせいで
Oh, where they're blaming him?
灰色の騎士貴様は裏切り者だ貴様に憧れて軍に入った者も数多くいるなのに貴様は終戦に加担し我ら帝国軍人の祝願を踏みにじった
Yes, he's such a traitor for not wanting to trample and conquer all these other nations.
先に散った仲間たちの無念も残った我々の悔しさも貴様に計り知れるものではない英雄としての責任何が何でも取ってもらうぞ
まあ改めて思い知らされたのはあるかなあの対戦はまだ終わっていない終われない人たちがいるってことを
I mean, I'm of course not saying it shouldn't affect him at all, but of course it's not his fault.
教官
ですがそれは兄様のせいでは
分かってるだけど目を背けるわけにはいかない彼らにきちんと向き合ってようやく俺もあの対戦から一歩踏み出せるそんな気がするんだ
Although also to a certain extent, you know, in Cold Steel 4, it's not like we were doing things by the book. Like Class 7 wasn't working within the law, of course. So all the people who are soldiers aren't going to see it the way that they do.
リーさん
帝国軍人としても向き合っていかなくてはならない話だな
僕らも教官だけに背負わせるつもりはありませんだろうアルティナミュゼも
言わずもがなですはい7組の仲間としてあくまで教官を支えますそうですね道中お気をつけて兄様ならばきっと答えを見つけられると信じてます
ありがとう
Funny how Elise is in her normal outfit, but well, I guess it makes sense. But it's just funny because in the previous scene she was in her Saint Estray outfit, and of course Alphen doesn't want to be drawing attention by, you know, prancing around as the princess. All right, well, we haven't been to the Nord Highlands since Cold Steel 2, so once again another place we haven't been to in a while. The group changed trains as planned and arrived on schedule at the Nord Highlands. There they found several of their friends already waiting for them. We still have a number of them we haven't seen. Gaius, Fee, Sarah, Laura.
おっと来たわね
Hi, Sarah.
長旅お疲れ様でした
Oh, Emma too. Oh. So Sarah and Emma. And And here I thought we'd be getting here first.
はい。一つ前の列車で一緒になりまして。
What's that thing in her hair? Has she always had that?
君たちも無事に到着して何よりだわ。中佐もお疲れ様です。
Likewise, it's reassuring to have you with us. Yeah, did Emma always have that in her hair?
テートでのクーデター未遂の件はクレア少佐からの連絡で聞きました。
Obviously, we're at least gonna run into Gaius here, but so what? Fee and Laura are the only ones we haven't seen yet? Oh, unless I'm forgetting somebody. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Machias and Alisa are in Crossbell. So, yeah, I guess those would be the only two.
リンさん、本当に大変でしたね。
You're kind of worried, but I'm fine. Better than fine now that you're both here. All I have to do is see your face, and it's like my heart feels a little lighter.
それでリンさんが安らぐなら、どこへだって駆けつけます。いざとなれば、移動手段には事欠きませんし。
Oh, Lord.
忘れないでくださいね。何があっても、そばにいますから。
Thanks, I won't.
しかし聞いた時は耳を疑ったけど、ルーファス講師が2人いたなんてね。今回の手がかりは C に扮していた方からだそうだけど、警戒の必要がありそうですね。
Agreed, there's no telling what could happen. That's all the more reason why we appreciate your and Lady Mildean's attention to this matter. Oh, I'm more than happy to give it. Where's Gaius, by the way? He's gotten a head start investigating the Highlands, I believe. A soldier gave us a message saying he intends to convene with us at the settlement. I see. Then we'll head his way once we've greeted the person in charge here. I believe he's someone you know? Colonel Dalton of the 23rd Armored Division, yes. I haven't seen him since his division took stewardship of the gate after the war. So it's not Zex anymore, yeah. Oh right, it was the 7th that was in charge of Zender up until last year. The 23rd is one of the new divisions created for the war, wasn't it? Indeed, with all the changes underway in the army, the 23rd has no general at present. But I hear the colonel's done a stellar job of keeping the division unified in absence of one. Sounds like someone who'd more than cooperate with our investigation, at least. I've already informed him of our arrival. We should go see him right away.
リーン、無理だけはしないのよ。教官だって強くあり続けなくたっていい。君がそうしてくれたように、私も君を受け止めてあげるから。なんてね。
Haha, you just get it, don't you? Thank you, it makes me feel a lot better. Is this our friend Dalton?
待っていたよ、トールズ7組諸君。ゼンダー門へようこそ。
Oh, he seems very friendly.
第23機構師団、師団長代理のダルトンだ。
It's good to see you again, Colonel. The same to you, Lieutenant Colonel. And it is an honor to finally meet the famous Ashen Chevalier. I've heard much about the Lieutenant Colonel's younger brother, too. I wish I could give you all more formal reception. Please think nothing of it, sir. Most of us aren't even part of the army, much less deserving of a lavish welcome. I quite agree, and I'm just an inexperienced student. Haha, how modest of you all. I appreciate that. He's surprisingly candid for a colonel. He is, although I'm sure he must be very capable to have been given command of a whole armored division. Word of the 7th's exploits since the war has reached even here, Lieutenant Colonel. I hear you have been all over the country helping with the reconstruction efforts under Prince Oliver's leadership. What's more, the Vanders have evidently resumed their duty as the guardians of the Imperial family. They don't call you the ace of the 7th for nothing. I apologize if that sounded all sarcastic. I did not mean it so. Think nothing of it, sir. I will not attempt to deny my past failings. Still, I am humbled by the honor of serving once more. On the Vander name, I will stop at nothing to prove worthy of it. I feel the same way. Could you tell us what you know about the situation here? Ah, yes, you came looking for clues on the prince's whereabouts. I'm aware you have reason to believe there is something here. So it's true? The opposite, I'm afraid. This region has been positively idyllic since the war ended. The Highlands did turn into a battleground during the conflict, but everything is back to normal here now. I was honestly caught off guard by your conviction that something must be here. That's unfortunate. Still, the intel's fresh, even to us. It's no surprise nothing's been found yet. Indeed. I've had a lot of work at the Watchtower, so I haven't had much time to investigate this area. In that sense, you might have more luck speaking with the people at the settlement. You may well be correct. It sounds like Gaius is already there, so I'd say meeting with him should be our first goal. Given the stakes, we intend to fully dedicate ourselves to searching once we have finished getting ready. I've apprised the soldiers stationed at the Watchtower of what's going on too, so it may be worth stopping by there. Either way, should you learn anything, please do let me know. I'll be happy to send reinforcements if needed. Thank you for your kindness and understanding, sir. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get started with the search then. Well, there you have it. Good old Nord. Alright, this will is definitely Kurt's first time here, and probably Muse's as well. But of course, Reen and Emma were here during their field study in Cold Steel 1. Sarah was here too at the end of it.
そうか。君たちは来るのは初めてだったわね。
実は密かに楽しみにしていました。言葉にするのがもったいないというか、ユーナさんたちにも見せたかったですね。
そうだな。できれば平時に来たかったが。
学生時代の演習や内戦中に訪れたのを思い出しますね。
かつてロランも挙兵時、ドライケルス邸と共にここにいたんですよね。
俺や叔父上が務めたことも含めて、いろいろと縁を感じる場所ではあるな。
Already on his horse. Regardless, I will make for the Watchtower and set about gathering information there. You should stick to your original plan and unite with Gaius in the settlement. I'm alright with that, but are you sure it's wise to go alone? I think it'd be better if I came with you. I know how capable you are, Kurt, but there's no need to worry about me. As a soldier, I'll have a much easier time operating in a military facility. Should anything happen, however, I'll be in touch. Take care. I hope he's going to be alright. I imagine that the prince's disappearance must be weighing heavily on him. I had the chance to briefly speak with him about that on the train, actually.
新婚旅行への同行はオリビエの方から遠慮されてな。どうも俺に終戦後の休暇をくれてやるつもりだったらしいが。
Aww. So it was much less that, you know, about their privacy and more about wanting to let Mueller have some time.
似合わぬ気遣いをするからだ、アホめ。
I see. I think you're all worrying a little too much about him. We're talking about one of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Army, up there with Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. You should know better than anyone that he isn't the kind of man to act rashly in times like these. Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sure he genuinely believes this is the best course of action. We'd be wise to mirror his conviction. Yeah, let's get moving. Apparently the settlement is currently in the same location it was when Emma and I visited during our field study. If we travel north from here, we should see it before long. We don't want to keep guys waiting. Oh, can we go back in there now? I don't know if there's going to be anything in there for us to do, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to look. Plus, we have some new characters there, too. Obviously, now that Sarah and Emma are here. Yep, okay. Emma and Sarah will now assist in the Reverie corridor. I never expected you, of all people, to be called here, Grandmother. That can only mean that whatever is looming over us is truly dangerous. Maybe so, but you have nothing to fear now that I am here. There is no trial too difficult for the elder of the Hexen clan. I'm looking forward to it, but not as much as I am to getting comfortable here. I hope you realize this isn't a vacation.
ミッションの閲覧が可能。新規項目を追加。
Tagalongs. Oh, okay. Available slots for tagalong characters in the Reverie corridor. I don't know what the difference between the two is. Alright, let's see where they're at. We'll just talk to... I assume Emma's probably going to be sitting at the table with Roselia. And Sarah will be around somewhere. Yep. So this place exists not as a spiritual phase space, but a realm designated to test us, or designed to test us. I can't remember anything about the outside, but time here could possibly be somewhat out of line with where we originally were. I doubt we can even perform magic as advanced as before. The only reason I can come up with is fate itself choosing to intervene. Honestly, trying to make sense of it all is making my head spin. Alright, so Sarah's probably going to be this way then. Oh, how fitting. So this place is designed for us to complete trials that will prepare us to better solve whatever's happening in Crossbell. Sounds completely absurd, but what choice do we have than to play along and go all out? Not to mention, I've been able to sympathize with Crossbell in the last couple of years, what with Northumbria also being annexed. Yeah, but there's still plenty of people from Northumbria that would say it was better, but it was for the best in retrospect. Jurai too, for that matter. Though I know what you mean, it still feels like I owe Crossbell something after sending the Imperial Liberation Front there a few years ago. The Great Twilight kept me busy last year, but now's a good time to own up to it and repay Crossbell for what I did. Didn't realize you were carrying that on your shoulders too. I haven't forgotten about how you helped with the public rehearsal Arkansas put on before the war. That was more than enough in my book. But I'm not going to say no if you want to help. We're happy to have you, Reen, and the others. Good to be welcomed. Yeah, what better time to work together? Alright, so now we can, let's head back. Since there's nothing really else for us to do in the Reverie corridor at the moment. Oh yeah, so they're using Emma's new art here. Interesting. But then, like, the picture in the bottom right is Sarah's old art. So it's very interesting what they decide to, like, choose for each one. Cool. So... oh, I know what I wanted to do. Yeah, so we can take stuff off other characters even though they're not with us. Yeah, this is fine. So now I can do, especially with these planes, it'll be a lot easier to find the chests in each area. Oh, Kurt and Muse are super underleveled. That's fine. You also have the option of going into the Reverie corridor and just grinding up a bit. It's better than nothing. Miss the other two. Etheric Arts, Thunderbolt. Yeah, when you're on the horse, it's nice because you can't. Monsters won't run at you. Alright, there is something down there. I don't know if it's a fishing spot or what, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to look. Oh. Darn, it ruined the dialogue. Alright, well, at least we were able to see it, even though it kind of got ruined there. Alright, so whatever that is, we can't look at for now. They want us to go directly to the settlement. There is a chest up here to the left, though, so I want to grab this. Okay. So, stay on path, I guess. No, I turned around. Come on. Can you break this without getting off the horse? No. Hopefully I can at least get this chest.
そろそろ集落に到着だな。しかし本当にいい風だった。ええ、このままいつまでも走り続けていたいような。
馬から降りるときに名残惜しくなっちゃいそうです。
お二人もすっかり高原の虜みたいですね。
Right? Although I'm sure Muse is just happy to be holding on to Reen for as long as she's able to. But you know what? It's actually probably good to stop here. So next time we'll head inside the settlement, see if we can meet up with Gaius, and see how we're going to start the investigation here in the Norn Highlands for the first time since Cold Steel 2. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.